Keith, just how impressive were Scotland tonight all round?
All round, really impressive. It can be tricky going to Cyprus in the heat. If you let them grow into the game, it can get a bit daunting. But 6 minutes into the game, they're 1-0 up. They just didn't give Cyprus any sort of leeway. And I know after the first goal, Cyprus got a couple of shots off from distance. Throughout the night, they got a couple of shots off from distance. But it was largely just huffing and puffing. The second half, they were in just conserving energy mode. But Steve Clarke, that's a perfect away performance. 1-0 up in the first 10 minutes, keeping Cyprus at arm's length. And passing forward, running forward, and McTominay is just a heartbeat of that team. The way he runs forward, we've seen glimpses of it at Manchester United, but largely he's deeper down the pitch at United. He's been tasked now with attacking with Scotland. The late runs are so hard to pick up. You need the communication to be very, very good. But if you time those late runs properly, in the turnover from player to centre half picking up from the midfield, you can just ghost in. And largely McTominay's timing has been absolutely excellent.
Just to put it into context, they've beaten everybody in the group now, which of course is very impressive. 2 more points needed to qualify. They can actually qualify this Tuesday. They don't play, of course. They have that international friendly against England, but a draw between Norway and Georgia on Tuesday will clinch qualification for Scotland, even at this point in the group. That's really impressive. Very
impressive when you think they're in a group with Spain. We all know how good Spain is, and they beat the Spanish in Hampden already. It's just really, really. You look at some of the teams they're playing against. Obviously, Cyprus. You'd expect them to beat Cyprus, but they just get it done. And this Scottish team, like Richard alluded to it, there is some outstanding individual players, but as a team, I don't think anybody that is going to go and play Scotland. You don't want to play Scotland in Glasgow, you definitely don't. But even away, getting them in your home patch, they're just really, really good. And again, it's difficult to say what is it that makes them tick, because it's a bunch of individuals coming together to make a team. There's an awful lot of talent there. There's an awful lot of hard work. And you see Andy Robertson play this is 65 cap tonight. He doesn't want to come off the pitch. He wants to be there for the whole thing. And when you've got people like that who want to drive the team forward, McTominay, McGregor, McGinn, so much selfish running in there. And when you've got talent that works hard, it's very, very hard to beat.
What do you put that down to, the fact of the position that they're in? Like, does that directly come from the manager? This team seems to be so together.
I think it comes from the manager. I think it's the environment he sets in and around the place. And I go back to when they played Dublin, when they played Ireland in Dublin, and they were really, really poor on the night. I was in the Aviva, and I was quite disappointed with how Scotland played. I thought Ireland were very good on the day. I will give Ireland that, but Scotland were really, really poor. And a lot of the Scottish faithful were calling for Steve Clarke's head. And I thought, you just have a very short memory here. And all of a sudden, they've been pretty much perfect since that night in the Aviva. So they've been really, really excellent. And it goes down to Steve Clarke, the environment they're in, the players they have, good professionals, Andy Robertson, McGregor,